I know. I missed last week's episode of Fit Tip Tuesday.
I've been doing things that they told me I should never do. I've been doing things that they told me I could never do now. Never do, I could never do. I've been looking back and I'm the only one who ever knew. My dreams began to turn out.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Krysten here. Thanks so much for tuning back into my channel. So happy to see all you smiling faces, or I would assume you guys are smiling, because I mean, it's pumpkin spice season. Why wouldn't you be smiling? Hope you guys are all ready for Halloween. I know I certainly am. Halloween, fun fact, is one of my favorite times of year. I love it, but if I have to see one more goddamn clown on any type of social media platform, in public, on TV, I'm gonna lose it. For today's episode of Fit Tip Tuesday, you guys, let's get right into it. We are going to be talking about how to burn fat. There's so many don'ts and misconceptions out there when it comes to knowing how to actually effectively burn fat. Myth number one, hours and hours of cardio. Hey, I need your help. I need you to actually teach me how to properly burn fat. All right, well, there's a couple things that you want to do. Step number one, you got to do hours and hours and hours of cardio. Seriously? But I thought hours of cardio led to a slower metabolism, which doesn't that make it more difficult to burn fat? You can't listen to everything that you read on the internet. Trust me, if you do hours of cardio, you're gonna get shredded. I don't know where we got this idea in our head that we need to be doing hours and hours of cardio in order to shed fat. I'm guilty of this too. I'm trying to reverse engineer as to when this thought was implemented into my head and why so many people out there think that they need to do so much cardio in order to burn fat. But you don't. Endless hours of cardio actually does have inverse effects. Too much cardio leads to a slower metabolism, less lean body mass, which leads to kind of that skinny fat look. That is not to say that cardio isn't important. There's a time and place for cardio. Cardio should be used as a tool to put yourself into a caloric deficit. There are two methods that you can utilize in order to put yourself into a caloric deficit. One is cardio. Two is by eliminating some food. So you have the option. I honestly think that reducing your calories furthermore is a more accurate way to put yourself in a further caloric deficit. But if you want to keep more food into your diet because you're not eating a whole lot, cardio is a good way to implement that into your life, so you can try to find that balance between eating less and doing more cardio, so you're not doing too much of both. But again, cardio is used just as a tool. Strength training, regardless if you are cutting or if you are trying to bulk up or if you're just trying to maintain what you currently have, strength training is still number one. It's still extremely important to try to progress in the gym. Strength training allows you to maintain lean muscle mass. The more lean muscle mass that you have on your body, the higher your metabolic rate is. And we all know the higher your metabolic rate is, the more capability you have to burn fat. Myth number two, crash dieting. Okay, the next thing that you want to make sure that you implement is crash dieting. You got to remember that the more hardcore that your program is, the more shredded you're gonna get. But I thought crash dieting was bad for you. I thought that the reason why most people say not to do it is because it's not sustainable, so you can't maintain the fat that you've lost. There's actually this really cool thing that I've heard about. It's called flexible dieting, and it's actually supposed to allow you to kind of be consistent from what I've seen online. Flexible dieting actually makes your life so much easier, therefore it's not hardcore. And if it's not hardcore, that means that you're not going to be able to burn fat. Remember, if it's not hardcore, then you're not going to achieve your results. Oh, it's insane to me how many people think that you need to be hardcore in order to lose weight, and I totally get it. We have this mentality that if things aren't hardcore, if things are easy, then it's not gonna be possible. That whole saying that if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. While that's a pretty cool motivating catchphrase, if you will, that doesn't mean that that's actually true when you're trying to burn fat. It doesn't have to be more hardcore. It can be, you want it to be as easy as possible. You don't want to have to utilize your willpower. You want to try to save as much willpower as possible, and by doing this, you need to eliminate all hardcore aspects of your program. This is a lifestyle. It's not about trying to get there as quickly as you possibly can. It's about trying to find habit changes that fit into your life so you can maintain these results for the rest of your life. So be flexible. Being flexible is the #1 key. Time is gonna pass anyways. You might as well spend your time wisely. That's going to allow you to be consistent. Having said that, if you crave a cookie, if you crave a donut, just have a cookie, have a donut. If you ensure that these items that you are craving fit into your caloric amount, totally okay to incorporate into your day. Myth #3, that you need to restrict yourself. Last thing that you need to do in order to get shredded is to restrict yourself. So I mean, no donuts, no cookies. All you have to do is eat chicken and broccoli and you'll get shredded, I promise. Are you sure about that? I thought that if you just make sure that you're in a caloric deficit, that you don't have to restrict yourself like that. You need to have chicken and broccoli. You need to restrict yourself in order to properly burn fat. I get it. Sometimes it's totally nice to just take the thought process out of it, hire a coach, and allow them to assign you a meal plan. I have nothing against that at all. The thing that I have a problem with is the second that we think that we can't have certain items because it's not on our meal plan. For example, say you don't want to have chicken and broccoli for one day. You've had it maybe 7 days a week, and you know what? It's Sunday. I don't really feel like chicken and broccoli. I don't blame you. How do you not restrict yourself if you feel like having something different? It's so important to be able to swap foods out and realize that foods aren't bad for you. It's all about fitting it within your caloric amount. This is why I really like flexible dieting, because it teaches you how to track your macros so you can incorporate different food options whenever you want. It's actually been shown that dietary restraint is associated with those who can lose weight, but flexible dietary restraint is associated with those who can actually keep that weight off. So it ensures sustainability because you are not restricting foods from your life. So in case you didn't catch it, 3 things that you can utilize into your day in order to successfully burn fat. #1, strength training. #2, be flexible. We are flexible dieters, so allow yourself just that flexibility. And #3, maintain a caloric deficit that allows you flexibility. So by being in a caloric deficit, by either reducing your food or adding in cardio, you gotta make sure that you are implementing this that is gonna be best for you and your lifestyle based on what you have going on in your life. Say you're a busy mom and you have to drive your 3 kids to soccer 5 days a week. Do you really wanna be doing more cardio than you have to? Probably not. Eat less food. Maybe you're a student and eating food all the time just causes you to binge because you're bored, you're a student, you're studying, and the thought of eating just makes you want to eat more. Maybe restrict your food and add more cardio. I mean, you have more time when you're a student to be more flexible with your schedule, to go to the gym more. You can study while you do your cardio. It's all about figuring out what works good for you in your life. The biggest thing is making sure that fitness fits into your life. Your life shouldn't revolve around fitness. Fitness should revolve around your life. Well, that's it, you guys. That's all I got for you today of the 3 steps of how to burn fat. I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure you guys comment down below and let me know if it was helpful. Maybe share this video to somebody who needs to hear this. And as always, you guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the damn channel. See you in the next one.